Hi, I'm Mario, and today we're going to take my Chevy Colorado WT. This is the work truck version. We're going to take it into the shop, and they're going to install a lift kit for my front axle. Okay, so I'm heading over to Four Wheel Drive Parts, and they're located here in Oakland, over by the Oakland Coliseum. And the objective here is to have them install the ReadyLift SST 3.5 kit that I purchased from them. And then so that's going to come with the upper control arms, it's going to come with the spacer for the coilovers, and I'm not going to install the blocks for the rear axle. So I already have, I mean, that's kind of what got me into this mess. And you know, I did that leaf spring pack in the back. I got 2 inches ride height out of that. Wasn't trying to get extra height, but that was the side effect. So at any rate, Four Wheel Drive Parts, they're going to install this for me. I'm going to head over here to Hagenberger Road exit. But I'm pretty excited to see what happens, and hopefully I achieve the goals that I'm looking for here. I don't know exactly what this is going to afford me. I feel like I might be painting myself into a corner. I mean, this is $1,600, labor and parts included. I think it's like $800, $900 for the parts alone with tax and everything. Okay, well, let's get the ride height of the truck before we take it in to have the work done on that front axle. Currently no cargo, about a half a tank full of fuel, but I'm not going to add or take away much fuel before and after the work is done. So let's see what we got here. So on the passenger side, it looks like I got 35 and 1/8. All right, and so I've been noticing the driver's side's been a lot lower, but let's go ahead and check it. All right. Yeah, 34 5/8. So that's a pretty significant difference, but at any rate, we're gonna go get the work done. Tire pressures should be even throughout. So the goals that I'm trying to accomplish here really is to haul my travel trailer, hit some forest roads, hit a few trails. I'm not trying to build a rock crawler here, but I seem to be, in order to accommodate that extra weight, it's, you know, I'm automatically raising the clearance on the vehicle. I'm raising the ride height of the truck overall. So I don't know if it's totally necessary to get these to get this front end worked on, but I don't really see another option right now. And then time will tell whether or not I made a huge mistake. I really don't know. Really, just I don't want the trailer and the cargo that I'm going to be carrying to overpower my suspension. The other thing I want is I want an option to maybe go with slightly larger tires with these existing 16-inch steel wheels. And I have limited tire sizes available. The rims are 7 inches wide, so they're not 7.5 inches wide, they're 7 inches wide. Okay, we're coming up on Four Wheel Parts. Gosh, I think I called it Four Wheel Drive Parts, but it's Four Wheel Parts. And I'm not sponsored by these guys. This is money that I'm spending out of my pockets, but I guess I'll just go ahead and park it and wait. Here's a shot of the work truck. So this is kind of like the base model for the Chevy Colorado. I got the 2-inch lift in the back, nothing in the front. And like I said, the 2-inch was that's just what happened. I wanted stiffer leaf springs, and I got 2 inches of lift. Hopefully this shop here can help me out. So they got a pretty nice shop, and with a shop that size, you're gonna need some power. Check this out. All right, let's check it out inside here. So they got lots of parts online, obviously, and pretty impressive showroom. They have plenty of wheels for you to check out. You can So dropped it off at 9 a.m., picking it up at 4:30, and it's ready. Well, let's get some measurements. I want to measure this and see what the difference is. All right, so the driver's side's just a little bit over 38 inches. The passenger side was about 38 and 3/8. So see what the rears are right now. Yeah, so I got about 38.5 on the driver's side at the rear axle, and then almost 39 on the passenger side. So essentially that's pretty good, because when I put that trailer on the back of this, it's not going to drop down that much. So that'll be the real test to really see what this is like going down the road. All right, so all in all, without any cargo, without any trailer, without anything, the front end is about a 1/2 inch lower than the rear axle. So that's a significant increase on the front axle. On my drive home, I'm not going to really have any chance to put it to the test, but I'm kind of anxious to see what it feels like just driving down the road. The steering feels heavy. That's my initial impression. And not heavy, but it doesn't, it just feels kind of like I have a steering damper. It wants to steer straight. So I don't know how to describe it exactly. I mean, you definitely sense that the front end is higher, because it's, even before I had the leaf pack, the front end wasn't this close to level. It was really actually probably, I don't know, 1.5 inches. So that would be like maybe getting a 1-inch leveling kit or something, maybe would be the equivalent. So it feels like a leveling kit. Man, I don't know. And they have a specialized rack to do the alignment there, so that's nice. And it does feel like it's pulling to the left. So that's interesting. So driving wise, it doesn't really feel too different. I think the biggest change is just the sensation that the front end is a little bit higher. I don't really feel anything, driving in traffic here. So the real test is going to be to, get some cargo on it, drive it up into the hills, drive it off-road with some cargo. And I really don't think that the shocks that came stock with this truck are the ideal solution, but it's what I got right now, and so that's what I'm going to use, and I'm going to put that to the test before I make any other changes. So I've done a little bit of driving, not a whole lot, and it's all really been on city streets. I mean, the short story here is I don't really feel much difference, at least driving around town. As I mentioned, my initial impression was it felt more planted, and then when I went to go steer, it kind of felt like, not like the steering was stiff, but that it wanted to basically sit in the center. Yeah, so I did remove the front fascia. So there's that, that air dam, air spoiler that sits at the very, and everybody complains about it. So anyway, that's been removed. That's the lowering bracket they use for the sway bar, and it seems like I can still get the like the Z71 skid plate in there, or the ZR2 skid plate. In this case, for this Chevy Colorado, the spacer, there's only one of them, and it is the top hat for the spring. And then the other thing is they did change out the upper control arm, and it has a like a zero maintenance bushing. And then the ball joint is a heavy duty ball joint.